Greetings, everyone. Hello. What's up? Good evening. Good morning. Hope everybody's having an amazing day, night, mid-afternoon, and peace, love, and happiness to everyone. My name is Loot Bryon Smith, and for those of you that don't know, I create self-empowerment hip-hop music. But today, I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about a special guest, a very exciting guest that I'm excited to interview today. Her name is Ariel Marin, and she's an inspirational singer, songwriter, producer, vegan chef, you name it. A very talented individual, very talented woman who I got a chance to witness her perform twice now. And it was a real treat both times. My family and I and friends, and we're all now fans of hers just from watching her twice. And when I saw her, well, first of all, I just want her to say hello to everyone. How you doing, Ariel?
I'm excellent. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I get carried away as you can see, especially when I'm excited about talking to, about someone, and I'll just go on and on. But I just wanted to say that when we saw you perform, when I saw you perform, just your charisma, your stage presence, your showmanship, your beauty, and just your sultry voice just captivated me as well as everyone that was there. And we're very excited to see what the future holds for you and to watch your career just flourish. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like I told everybody, you're a vegan chef, you're songwriter, producer, singer. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Sure. I am Bay Area born and raised from the Bay Area, actually out of Berkeley. And I really have taken my life influence from the diversity of the Bay Area, which I am thankful for daily. I am the daughter of, my mom was a professional singer. And so, really, from childhood, I decided at an early age, being on stage with her, that singing and music was everything to me and that I wanted to do it for life. So
Wow.
that's
I
where I
think that was
started.
I think that was a wise choice, especially
Thank you.
being someone watching you um, do what you do. Yeah, I think you would have did a disservice had you not decided to do that. A disservice to yourself and a disservice to those that get the treat of listening and watching you. So I was going to ask, so your mother influenced you. Are there any other influences that you have that influence the type of music, or is there anyone that you are compared to, or sound similar to, or just anything like that?
Sure.
Who influences you
Um,
besides your mother?
sure. Well, let's see. I've been compared to a few. As far as facially, I've been compared a little bit to Alicia Keys, Mariah Carey, Sade especially, which I'm okay with because she's stunningly gorgeous. So
I can
if I
see
got to
that.
be compared, I'm okay with that.
I can see
Vocally, I've been called a unicorn. I definitely have my own niche when it comes to sound. People feel like I have a little bit of, other than Sade, I've been told um, a little bit of, um, I'm trying to think. I've been told Lettucey or Mariah Carey.
Wow.
I've been compared a little bit to India Ari. I've been, um, but still, I come from a really diverse background, and people, I think, find what they want in my voice. So I've heard people tell me I could sing opera. I sing to people who love folk or R&B. Really, one of the things that I pride myself on being is diverse when it comes to my singing. So I'm thankful that authentically I'm able to uh, sing and appeal to people who listen to really any kind of music.
Yes. And as we talked about before, you just have such an array of genres and singers and artists that influence you, you know, from the Beatles to, like you said, U2, and just the Motown sound and Smokey
Yeah,
Robinson. And that really shines through
yeah,
in your music. And I believe that anyone who is a true connoisseur of music, they can relate to you, your energy, and what you're doing,
thank
because
you.
it just shows that you're just not you're very, like you said, diverse. It's okay to just have a zone, but you're able to tap into multiple zones, and I believe that that will broaden, that has broadened your audience, your horizon. Because I mean, when I saw you perform, like you perform just an array of genres, and it
Yeah,
just, I saw when you performed like one song in particular, then this group, and then another song, this group, and then another song, everybody together, and it just was a plethora, a gumbo, a soup, if you will, of
yeah,
just sounds, and it just, that's what has me very excited with you. Other than when I spoke with you, uh, you told me that you shared with me that you created inspirational music, inspirational, and that's what that's my lane right there. I create
yeah.
inspirational hip hop music, and prior to that, I was doing more mainstream. But back to you, that just caught my ear right away, and then your talent speaks for itself.
Thank you.
Um, can I ask you about your, a little bit about like your songwriting process? Like,
Sure.
what, how do you how do you come up with your music? Or
Sure. So for me, authenticity is really important. So when I'm writing, usually it stems from something I've experienced or something that's going on environmentally. It's just something that has to come from a real place. And music to me is a beautiful vehicle that is able to take someone from what they're going through currently. So if they're stressed out on everything that's going on in their lives. It's something that can take their mind away from the stresses of this world. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, for people, that means the world. And so, with my music, lyrically, musically, dynamically, I always want to take the listener on a journey. And I want to take them to that place of Zen. And I want to give them hope and courage and really empower them to be the best version of themselves. So that's what I'm always thinking when I'm writing. It's very, very intentional.
yes, yeah, and music, you know, like I've shared before with plenty of people that know who I am, and anybody that really knows, music is medicine, and
It
it
is.
has healing qualities, and I believe that you've really tapped into that, because just listening to you, it just really uh, takes you on like a vacation, like an oasis of just sitting there listening to you sing and listening to your voice. It takes you, gets your mind off of the day to day grind and into the right now. This is, I'm
Yeah.
enjoying myself right now as I'm listening to Ariel. And it just, I believe not everybody can do that. Not everybody can take you, you know, uh, away from your constant racing thoughts and your
Right.
thinking about bills and jobs, and just captivate and capture your attention like that. So I applaud you for your talent, your God-given talent. I thank the universe for giving that to you, and that you're
Oh,
sharing it with us. I want to
thank
tap a
you.
little bit into your, you say you're a vegan chef.
Yeah.
Is there something that you specialize in? Uh, what do you like to, is there a certain thing you
Wow.
like to create, or specialty, or, I mean, how does that work?
Uh, it's just like my music. I think about the diversity of food and everything that we have at our fingertips. We live in a country where we can go to an Asian market, we can go to a farmer's market or a fruit stand or your, an everyday supermarket. We have fruits and veggies from all parts of the world. And so I never want to be in a box. And I wanted to actually speak on that.
Yeah.
Part of the reason that not only I cook vegan, but part of the reason I write the way I do is because I want people to understand they don't ever have to be in a box. Even if people say, all right, compare yourself to this or that, that's okay, but you're free to be yourself. And in that, you're going to flourish in life no matter what you do. And so with my cooking, I always think about using the plate as a canvas. And I always go explore to find out what's in season. What are some different vegetables, honestly, I've never cooked before. So I'll go and explore different markets, different cultural markets with excitement, like, oh man, what's that vegetable? And I'll ask the person that's the vendor, all right, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? What can I do with this? How do I prepare this? And then I'll learn recipes. And sometimes I'll just make things up on the spot or take inspiration from other great cooking artists and then just change that recipe and put my touch on it. So really, it's the same as how when I'm songwriting, I'll pull from different inspirations. So that way, when I'm cooking and when I eat it and when someone else eats it, it's an experience versus just food. And that's how I live life. Everything has to be an experience. And I just really feel I'm at a point where that comes out in whatever I do. And I get excited about it because it's like being a kid again, where you're tasting something for the first time or you're experiencing an adventure for the first time. That's how I live my life daily and how I do everything.
I don't know about everyone else who's listening, who's watching, but just from the way that you described that you orchestrated that, you have me wanting to taste your food. I mean, I'm telling you
You are
right now.
now
I mean,
vegan.
yes. I mean, wow. I mean, I can just imagine. And you know what? I was able to watch one of your segments where we were cooking and it looked. I got to tell you, it looked absolutely delicious. Whether you're vegan or
Yeah,
not, I mean, it
it
looked
doesn't matter.
fresh. It just looked very appealing. The presentation just, and I'm like, does she cook like this and make it look that good all the time? I mean, it looked restaurant style. I mean, wow. But and there was a rumor, I think you told me that you had a cookbook out, but I think you told me that it wasn't true. Is there any plans for you to get a cookbook or something like that
Yeah,
going?
for sure. I have always had a cookbook on, well, at least for the last few years, I've had a cookbook on my bucket list. And
Okay.
so I'm looking for the right components
Okay.
um, uh, in addition to the food being relatable. One of the things that I do when I cook is I want to make sure, even though I'm painting on the canvas of the plate, that the dishes that I make, anyone can make. So you can look in your pantry and pull out items you already have or get items that are accessible at your local store and create what I create. I'm just teaching how to do it on another level. So I want to make sure that I can translate that effectively into a cookbook and that I'm picking recipes that people are going to want to cook. And I think I'm pretty much there. So I'm just going to now work on getting the components together, getting the right publishing, right, photographer. I think I have the right photographer, but matter of fact, I know I have the right photographer. But just some of the pieces needed
Yeah.
to get that cookbook out
Yeah.
into the
Speaking
universe.
on touching on that a bit, I've seen a
Yeah,
few of your layouts and photos of absolutely beautiful. Just the arrangement and the outfits that you're wearing and things like that, man.
yeah.
Beautiful. I got to tell you.
Thank
Um,
you.
you got my vote because I believe anything you put
Yeah,
your mind to, whether it's cooking, singing, songwriting, or uh, whatever you decide to do, I'm there. I'm a fan, and let me
awesome.
know. And
Thank
I
you.
wanna watch. Before we go, do you have any upcoming events that you want to share?
I do.
Is there anything that people should look out for?
Yeah, for sure. I have a streaming concert coming up this Saturday. It is going to be 7 p.m. Pacific time. It is available globally. So whether you're in Spain or Australia, it does not matter. If you purchase tickets for it, you will have the link and it will work on your time. Okay, I want to clarify that.
I got my ticket. Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
And it is a streaming full-on concert. The level of musicianship and performance, not just me performing, but the band that is performing with me. Oh my goodness. Just every little detail you could think of. You know how when you listen to a song and the magic of the moment comes together and then it just fills the room and it has the right amount of bass. And again, it's just taking you to that magic place and you're mentally floating. That is the entire concert. So
Yes.
I want, and I've made the tickets $10 to make it affordable for everybody because I understand the time that we're in. So I didn't want it just affordable for people who have money in the bank. I wanted it affordable for the everyday person. And then it's family friendly. So you can stream it from your living room, wherever you want to in your house. You can have your kids watch it safely. Or you can, if you're by yourself and you want to grab a nice glass of wine or Martinelli's or whatever it is that you enjoy that relaxes you, and you just want to turn on your surround sound and have an experience, this concert is for you. So I'm excited about that. And I want to make sure that no one that is able to hear our voices deprives themselves of this experience.
Yeah.
So
Treat yourself.
make
Treat
sure.
yourself. Believe me, you
Yeah.
won't regret it. It'll be the best
Yeah.
$10 you ever spent in your life.
Right.
And I'll tell you one thing. I already have it already planned out. That's how excited I am. I have a couple of bottles of wine that I got from Visa.
Nice.
We had talked about that. You were supposed to be part of their summer concert series, but due to this COVID-19, that kind of got pushed to the back. But I look forward to when things opening up to seeing you there. And I know they better get you. If not, they're going to have me at their front door. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Because
They actually
I
came
buy
and
their
scouted me.
I buy their wine. So I'm going to open up a couple of bottles of that Visa vineyard wine and sit back, like you said, and stream it to my television and put it on surround sound and just sit back and watch you do your thing. And you reminded me of something too. You said your band. Yeah. And I've got a chance to watch your full on band with you, and amazing. Which brings me to this next question that I almost forgot.
Yes.
You've worked with a few known names and producers and musicians. I mean, can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Sure. Actually, the MD for the show is an incredible musician and producer, James J.E. Early, and he's known for producing MC Hammer. He did E40's first album. He has worked with, oh my gosh, he's worked with David Bowie. He's worked with some incredible artists, and has chosen to work with me on not just the show, but also on my album and various projects. So I'm super excited about that. That's one name. We have a couple of members joining us for this concert that are touring musicians that have toured with Confunction and various bands. They've been everywhere. Well, actually, James has worked with Michael Cooper on many, many events. James has toured with Confunction. We have Jimmy Weaver on saxophone. And then we have Lorenzo Hawkins on piano, who is, I mean, when you talk about musicians, they understand the music between the music. And so I felt like just working with them, I wanted to be in the audience. Like I almost had an out of body experience where it was like, you know what? I want to sit back and watch this performance. I want to jump out of myself and be witness of what's going on, because it feels that great to work with this level of musicianship. I mean, a Grammy worthy, world tour worthy and musicians that have done that already. But just the level of music that you're getting with this concert is on that level. So it's not a small deal. It's a big deal that you're accessing for $10.
Again, I can totally vouch for that because I've
Yeah,
watched you perform at that venue on that property, and
yeah,
the band, superb. I mean, sonically, just everything is, nothing was too high. Everything just, you just wanted to hear more.
yeah.
And
Ear candy.
yeah,
Yeah,
that you just wanted to hear more and you didn't want it to
yeah,
end. So that's how you know that you're getting a real treat when you don't want it to end.
yeah. That's what I love about this. And do they have the link for the concert as well? You want me to go ahead and give
You
that?
know what? When I post
Yeah,
this video up, I'm going to put the link. But yeah, I was going
beautiful.
to tell you before we go, how can
Yeah,
people find you? You know, if you want to spell out some links, say some links,
sure.
how do they find your link to your concert? How do they find you? How do they listen to your
Yeah,
music? You got it.
sure, sure. So you can purchase tickets for the concert at sadeofthebay.eventbrite.com. So that is SADEOFTHEBAY .EVENTBRITE.com, Eventbrite. And then you can follow me. I've got a YouTube channel. Please subscribe to that. Right. The more you subscribe, the more you're going to get out of that. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications. You can look under Ariel Marin Music on YouTube, on Instagram as well, and on Facebook. I am on all of those. And then you can also find my original music on literally every streaming outlet around the world. So, regardless of where you are, I've got listeners in Australia and Russia, uh, Colombia. You can find my music. So,
Yes, and I understand why. And you did mention that you have your own website, arielmarian.com, right?
I forgot to mention that. Oh, yes, I
Yes.
do. I do have my own
That's why I'm
website.
here. That's why
That
I'm
is
here. I want to make
exactly.
sure they don't miss anything, any opportunity
Thank you.
to see you, to witness your music, to treat themselves. I want to make sure they get it. So what's
Yeah.
that website again?
ArielMarinMusic.com. That is it.
arielmarianmusic.com.
Yeah. So
Okay.
ArielMarinMusic.com.
.com. Got it. And I'm going to make sure that when this video is posted up on Facebook and YouTube and whatever other platforms, I'll let you know that I put those links, the links to your concert that's coming up here this
Beautiful.
weekend. So I'll hurry up and get this video done and upload it at least by tomorrow, which would be Wednesday. It'll be up, and I'll put your links to your website, and if you want me to put whatever links you want me to share, it'll be right there in the
Perfect.
description, and that way no one will have any excuses as to why they cannot find you. You have a unique
Right.
name, you have a unique look, you have a unique
Thank
sound.
you.
There's no reason why they can't find you and treat themselves. And believe me, you won't regret it. I'm putting my brand and my name behind that. I'm gonna tell you that right
Thank
now.
you.
For those of you that like me and you like my music and like my posts and inspirational things, I'm telling you, treat yourself. And I
Thank
just want
you.
to thank you, Ariel, for taking the time to speak with me. I know you're a very busy woman, very busy person, and you keep it moving. And I like that. And that's why your energy, that's why I'm drawn to it. I always like to learn from people, and I always like to expand, and I'm open, and I want to know more, and I want to, I don't know everything. I think I know a lot, but I got to keep learning. Otherwise, might as well just lay down. But
Yeah, we all do. We got
yeah,
to keep
and
learning.
you've already uh, taught me a few things. I have a passion for what I do, but you have actually inspired that passion a bit more to keep going. Sometimes when we're
Beautiful.
doing something for a long time, you get a little stagnant, then you come across someone with that energy, and it just propels you again. It reignites that fire a little bit more.
Beautiful.
So, and I appreciate that very much. And I wish you much success. And I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm some kind of way in the future, near or
Yeah.
far future, want to do some type of collaboration with you, some kind of way, whether it's I get a little rap segment on one of your songs or you do a chorus for one of mine, something. And then we just, whatever, split it down the middle as far as the technicalities go. But I think that I can see that happening, and whenever the stars align it, I'm ready. But
Beautiful.
I thank you very much, and I look forward to your concert this weekend.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.